Now, in this video, we have our desk organizer and we have the nameplate in another file. I'm going to show you one way that we can put this desk organizer together with the nameplate in a same part. And to do that, we're going to go into assembly. Okay. And I'm going to delete that. So once you're in assembly, this is what it's going to look like for you. How did I get what I had there? I'm going to say insert, and we could have current document, other documents. Let's say current document, and there's the desktop part. You should see that, okay? And so I bring that in. You can like move it around, and once you have it here, if you click on it, it's gonna. If I check mark this and then I click on it, you have these. You can move it up and down. You can move it back and forth. You can turn it and stuff. You can play around with that to, I'm going to put it back to 0 degrees, so it's the way it was. Okay, so I've got my the desk organizer part. I'm going to go back to insert, and I'm going to go to other documents. And you can see that for mine, this was here. You may have to like go up here. When I first did this, it said it wasn't versioned yet. And if it says that, go ahead and say create a version or whatever it asks you to do. But I'm going to click down on nameplate, and now I've got them both. Great. And I can move that around where I want. But I'm just going to leave it here for now. I'm going to zoom out, just put these sort of side by side. Okay. Great. Let's go ahead and check mark that. Now, the cool thing about the assembly is that up here, these are called mates. And once you get really into complicated parts that you want to make, these things would become really helpful. So I'm just going to go show you a simple one called the FastenMate. So you got our nameplate, and we've got our desk organizer, but I wanted them to kind of be one part. So I'm going to say, hit my FastenMate. Now I'm going to use my arrow key and kind of look at this from the top. So I want to connect right in the middle of my nameplate. And what do I want to connect right to the middle of my nameplate? And if I hover my mouse over it, I want to connect right the middle of the bottom of the desk organizer to the middle of the other thing. So I already gave it its target. Now what do I want to match to that target? This. And it put it together. Let's see what happened. Click on front. Okay, not what we wanted to look like. Oh, look at that. I kind of, my nameplate was slanted, but my desk organizer wasn't. There's a few things you could do. You could go back and make these match up perfectly. I'm going to show you a quick way, and this is just kind of interesting how this happens. I'm going to go back to my part studio, and right on here on the side, this is where like it wasn't slanted the same way. So I'm going to sketch on here, and I'm say right on the side, grab my line tool and go from here about, I'm just guessing. Let's just see what happens. Here, here, here. I'm extrude. I'm going to say remove. And change blind to through all. Okay, so, okay, I don't love that, right? Stuff would fall out maybe. There's a little bit at the bottom. But let's go back to assembly and see what happened. Oh, It worked. Okay. And it happened automatically. It took that away when I took it away in the part studio. It took it away in the assembly too. So that's not the best way. You could play around and make it better, but I do want you to try that FastenMate. You can play around with these other ones too. They're really cool. You can do Revolute Mate, which if you connect two things, usually it would be a cylinder inside a hole. If I Let me go back to my assembly here, and let's go to this mate. Right click, edit. If you click this arrow here, it will actually make it move and see what it can do. The FastenMate's stuck, so I don't think it does anything. But you can reorient, maybe flip it upside down. You can make you can flip it back and forth. And if you hit the animation, it's going to show you the movement. So for fasten, it's nothing. But if you do that for revolve and you put something that can actually revolve in something else, it will move back and forth on the screen, which is kind of neat. This will slide back and forth. This will slide in a different way. So anyway, you can play around with those, but that's the goal. I want you to use the assembly and get to a point where you've got your nameplate and your desk organizer all in one thing.